Okay.
In Seattle, we have the Seattle Clemency Project.
But I also heard with that organization that they don't, because they've been dealing with a lot of like Cambodians and, you know, that type of Southeast Asian, but because this is so happening so quickly, they don't have a department. Actually, I called and tried to get some information, you know, because who else do they go to, right? But they don't have a department set up yet because it's just not enough time.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, our community is part of this bigger process too. You have Argentinians, Venezuelans, even Ukrainians.
Oh yeah.
Right, right.
Oh, gosh.
But you don't hear about white refugees and immigrants much because ICE, the way they profile folks is if you're brown, you're most likely. But anyways, let's get back to the topic of Vietnamese deportations.
Yes.
You know, the United States government and the Vietnamese government had a moratorium of understanding. It's called an MOU. That if you're a Vietnamese immigrant or refugee pre-1995, you can't get deported because you came because of the war, right? That's one of the reasons why the United States accepted refugees in the first place, because it's kind of them admitting fault of they went over there, they fucked up, they lost the war. Now you displace all these people. So since the end of the war, this moratorium has been in place, but you know, the first Trump administration renegotiated that, and you can see he's president again now, and now he's that renegotiation is coming through, and now Vietnam is accepting Vietnamese refugees who came here before 1995, when you know that never happened before.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's really difficult to kind of try to intake a new community that hasn't gone through this before, but it doesn't matter which community you're from. The immigration processes are the same, no matter if you're Cambodian, Ukrainian, or you know, from Colombia. If you're here as a legal resident and have some kind of crime that's deportable, you're still deportable. So the process is still the same. So if you have any community members or family members that need some assistance and guidance, hit our group up. We're called the Khmer Anti-Deportation Advocacy Group, and we've been doing this work for about a decade now. And Bang Mani, the person I mentioned before who went through this in his early 20s, he's now 40. I mean, he's got a citizenship and moving to Cambodia now to help deportees.
Oh, he's in Cambodia now?
Yeah, well, he's only moving there to work. He's going back and forth. He's going there so he can better receive Cambodian deportees to prepare for the influx of, you know, our brothers and sisters going back to Cambodia. So we've been able to do this work where we're now looping around. But give us a call. Every case is different, you know. Every immigration case is different depending on how the severity of the crime, where it was committed. Each state has their own laws, you know, the state laws and federal laws. We have to determine the strategy on how to combat or remove your conviction, because the process is whatever deportable conviction you have on your record, we have to remove that first. After you remove that at the state level, now you go to the federal court to say, hey, the state has removed this law, I'm not deportable anymore. And it's really up to the judges, you know, the federal judges, to grant you that.
How would people contact you? Like, say someone who's watching Blessed Voters right now, like how would they, I'm scared it's gonna be an influx.
Yeah,
like, how would they contact you?
Yeah, just hit up our website at CHHWA.org. It's spelled KHAAGWA.org. And all the information to reach us is on the website. And we do have an intake form. We're partnering with the Seattle Clemency Project on intake form. So if you have a criminal record, a state record, just fill out that form and we'll help you navigate through the form, and we'll get it to the right people to take a look and assess your case.
I do have one more question, that's okay. So I mean, I know what people, they're scared.
Of course.
So like, even say if they reached out to you and they're scared and they're like, oh, what if I have to open my case again? What does that look like when you said that you had to look at their case and you might have to decrease the crime or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So you're opening up something and now they're in the radar, you know? So how, a lot of people are scared. They don't want to be in the radar. So how does that look like for them?
Yeah, that's a great question. And every single family approaches it differently, but I just want to reassure you that everything we do is confidential. We don't make our work public. It's really hard to communicate what we do to the community because a lot of folks, a lot of families that are going through this, it's kind of shameful, right? You come here and live your life doing the best you can with what you got, and then you just kind of get tripped up in the systems that weren't designed to help you thrive, right? It was really designed to keep us down. So it is a sensitive topic. What we do is treat every person's case and every intake formed with care, and we really consult with the family how they want to move. And a lot of some folks are willing to tell their story, some folks aren't. But to ensure security and privacy, we work with people who really care. We work with community members who's been through it. We work with lawyers who have families who's, might have somebody detained right now. So we approach it with empathy and care and caution, So and there's no guarantee for anything, but, if you, it just depends on the severity of crime and who it is. We've helped folks get their convictions vacated when they were in a drive-by, and murdered 2 people, and that happened when they were 15, 16 years old. Shameful, right? And we've even worked with someone who has been accused of sexual assault. We try to help anybody and everybody we can. We do have a pretty serious and restrictive vetting process. Because, some crimes are so severe, it's like, man, we can't touch that, right? Understood. But I do want to let people know that we are here to help. We are here to protect you, and we're here to help you navigate and keep you with your families. Because the uprooting and separating families, the impacts of that just resonates deeply in the community. Imagine you're a young person in high school, and you come home, and your mom got snatched up. Now you're not thinking about school. No. You're stressed out, right? You're thinking about your mom, how to get them out, and then now you're not going to classes. Now you're getting kicked out of school. You're supposed to graduate and go to college. Yeah. So the ripple effects resonate so deeply. The impact is so disastrous.
Yeah, and now.